Time for a look at the AVS GPS Tracker. So let's start off and power the bench up. The clock is set to 1 o'clock and it's starting off pulling about 110 milliamps. So here's the tracker. This one is the AVS GPS Tracker, and that's the model number, AVS Tracker. And the serial number is 3062. AVS don't have much information on their website about these, but if I spin the unit around, it gets quite interesting. So here, there's another serial number, and this one is a different number to that on the front, and the model is a MVT800. So these are quite interesting because you can actually get the sticker, peel it off. Here's one I've peeled off earlier, and there's a whole different logo here. So I've done a bit of Googling for MVT800, and it comes up with the Meitrack MVT800. Now this is a tracker that's made in Shenzhen in China, and it's the same logo. So basically it's a lazy rebrand. So I printed out the user guide, or just the pages I felt were relevant, and I looked at the current drawer. So power consumption says 85 milliamps standby current. That is horrific. Bearing in mind the Vodafone Automotive SCD40 said a less than 5 milliamps, and on the bench it was what, 2.3 milliamps in real life. So, and that was after 7 minutes. So we'll leave this going. And also, if you work for AVS, you're the manager, whatever, I'd love your opinion. Do you think it's acceptable to sell trackers that flatten people's car batteries? Because I don't. Or are you not aware of what your product does? Because you should be. Or are you just after some money and you don't really care about your customers, and you don't have a moral compass? AVS. That's why I say awful vehicle security. It is not fit to go in a motor vehicle. But let's not prejudge this too much. We'll leave it on the bench, and we'll see what the numbers are after say 7 minutes, and then we'll look after an hour, and each hour after that, and find out how long it takes before it goes below the claimed 85 milliamps. So yeah. We are 10 minutes in. At this stage, the Vodafone Automotive had dropped down to 2.3 milliamps and sat there. And this thing is still on, 230? Wow. Okay, it's fluctuating. Let's call it 200. No, it's still up to 230. So you could almost have 100 Vodafone Automotive trackers in your car to hit these numbers. That is shocking. Alright, I'm going to sleep the GoPro. I will leave the power on. I will leave the clock on timer. And I will be back in an hour and we'll just see how long this thing takes to calm down, hey? Right, 1 hour in and it's dropped down a little bit. It's 140 milliamps, still horrific. Yeah, but 140. It's fluctuating, but I will turn this back on in another hour. Okay, 2 hours and 10 minutes into the testing, and it appears the tracker's finally dropped down to about 85 milliamps. It's about 83 to be fair to it.